We are Couple on the Cut, Cindy, Michael and our furry crew member Toffee, and we live aboard our 57-foot narrowboat Tumbleweed as we seek adventure on the inland waterways of England and Wales. Glad to have you join us. Welcome aboard.
Hi everyone. In today's vlog, we go from Acton Trussell to Penkridge, meet a couple of subscribers and test the security camera from our friends at Reolink.
It is now 8:50 in the morning. We've had a lovely quiet night here and now Em is getting Tumbleweed ready to cast off. Good morning.
Morning everyone, hope you're well.
It's really cold this morning.
It is cold. It's actually yesterday we left Tixall Wide. We loved it there, but Storm Benjamin was coming yesterday and there was going to be high winds and rain and typical bloody weather apps. You wake up in the morning and it says, oh, this is going to happen, and then an hour later you look and you look out the window and you think, well, that's not happening. And you look at the app and it's not happening on there either. It's like reactive and not proactive. It doesn't forecast. I think someone's looking out the window on the app and saying, oh, it's not raining, so let's just put it's not raining. Anyway, whinge over. I can't find, if anybody knows a good app, I'm using Weather Radar, which seems to be the best for me, I think. Anyway, it was supposed to be really bad weather, so we're sat in the boat at 10 o'clock in the morning, looking out, and the sun's out, it's not raining, the wind is light, and we thought, should we go for it? So we did, and we came just outside Acton Trussell. Oh, Acton Trussell, sorry, there you go. And yeah, we went through a couple of locks and moored up just behind us. We've just started off for the night. It's now about 9 a.m. I think. Yeah, just 3 minutes past 9. And we're going to probably make for Penkridge, which is only probably an hour or two away, just simply because we'll get some supplies and maybe even carry on a bit further after we've been to the shops. But we know from after Penkridge there's not much going on as we turn on to the Shroppy, so we thought we'd get some shopping in while we've got the opportunity, really. So Storm Benjamin wasn't as bad as they made out to us anyway. Probably in the south it was. I know France had it bad, and it's passed over to the east and now in North Europe. Yeah. But the issue with that is the way the wind was blowing anti-clockwise. It's blown a north wind down from the Arctic, so it's now pretty cold. I'm starting to feel it a bit. So yeah, we had an unexpected cruise yesterday.
Yeah.
But it was nice to stay there, and it's kind of back. We haven't done that for a while, have we? Just been in the middle of nowhere, and it's been lovely.
Yeah.
Because we've like moored near a town because of the stoppages, but now it's just, that's what we love, just middle of nowhere. Really nice and quiet. I went to bed at 9 o'clock because I was buggered, and you stayed up. And what was it? I think it was about 10 o'clock actually. I heard a chugging, and I looked out of the porthole window, and there was a boat going past in pitch black with a light on, a tunnel light on, but I didn't think it was adequate to be cruising at night. No. But anyway, there he was, cruising away in pitch darkness, because obviously being in the middle of nowhere, you don't have that kind of light pollution from towns or cities, so it was pretty black. So I was quite surprised he was doing that. So I went to bed, and by the way, hello Mo, hello Dave. Cindy's going to talk to you a little bit about that because she got up to no good while I was asleep, right?
Yeah, I've been practicing on the ukulele, and I've been doing some strumming, practice my strumming. Not as easy as it looks. I've been strumming along to furry, which everybody seems to learn their first instrument on, don't they?
I think I did on the recorder when I was at school.
Yeah.
You could just blast it out in one note or something. So, yeah.
Yeah. So
Anyway.
this was a C major strumming. Although I have practiced the F and the G as well.
You're effing in G in a bit trying to do the strumming, weren't you?
But I am enjoying it, and I love my ukulele, and I will carry on, and hopefully I will get better. So thank you, Mo, for that, and maybe one day I'll be on the UK. What's the group called?
Oh, the Ukulele Orchestra of Great Britain.
Yeah, which
Right.
I absolutely love. We went to see them, didn't we? It was
Yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah, good. Yeah. So any tips, Mo? Because I think as you've downloaded some lessons, haven't
Yeah.
you? You subscribed to a guy on YouTube for his lessons and you've started those.
Yeah.
But it's always handy to know if somebody else learned or any tips
Yeah.
or, you know, hey, I tried this and it worked or whatever. But Mo, if you are watching this, you know, please message us message Cindy any tips. I
That'd be
might have a
great.
go at it myself one day, but I'll wait till Cindy gets proficient with it, which I don't know when that will be. Hey, what do you reckon? A couple of weeks?
Be careful, I charge for lessons.
You charge for everything you do. Costs me a fortune.
Oh, that wind is so cold.
Oh, it is cold. I tell you what, it just, you know, my hands were freezing this morning, just taking, you know, because you don't want to use your gloves through taking the fenders off in that, because it's just, your gloves get wet and then your hands get colder. But my fingers were biting. I should have gone down the weed hatch this morning, but you know what? I kind of checked last night and thought, yeah, that's fine. And I'm not going down there now. I think my hand will come out with a block of ice or something. It's almost like painful when your hand goes down the weed hatch and it's cold water.
I felt that yesterday when I was holding the windlass without gloves on.
Oh yeah, you got gloves, haven't you?
Yeah,
You
I
use your
have,
gloves
but I
today.
just didn't take them with me.
So I think we've got 4, maybe 5 locks. There's 2 locks in Penkridge, and the book says there's good moorings north of Penkridge lock. So it might be 4, it might be 5. It just depend what the mooring looks like. And like I say, we'll go to the shops and then see what time it is as to whether we carry on a bit. But we know the first part of the Shroppy is fairly sparse in terms of shopping. So we just want to make sure we got the basic bits in, and then, you know, we'll look forward to being in the middle of nowhere again. And we'll have to get the wheelbarrow wheels and tyres out, because the Shroppy has a shelf, and I think it was put in there to protect the bank, but it has like this concrete shelf that sticks out under water level, and if you're moored up, you can't moor up right next to the bank, and at night you can just hear the hull rubbing on this concrete shelf. So people recommend using go-kart tyres or wheelbarrow wheels to just put down the side and just keep the hull away from rubbing on this concrete shelf. But it's not too far away. I mean, Toffee copes with it all right, doesn't she?
Yeah. Toffee is so good, isn't she? She doesn't mind being wrapped up.
Yeah, Toffee's wrapped up in a blanket. You can't see her, I don't think, from the camera where it is, but she's wrapped in a blanket, sat on the bench seat with Cindy. Aren't you, sweetheart? Talking to the dog, sweetheart.
Before we even considered buying a narrowboat, I would have simply described them as long, narrow boats, which they are. But as you can see from the ones we are passing now, each one is unique. Each has its own style, colour and fittings, and they each reflect the personalities of their owners. We really enjoy seeing the differences.
Well, we can save on the boat, and then we can save also on
don't know if this is true or not, but legend says that Penkridge was the capital of England for 3 days in the 10th century under King Edgar. King Edgar was born the 7th of August 943 and he died at the age of 31 years old on the 8th of July 975. He had 4 children: Edward the Martyr, Ethelred the Unready, Edith of Wilton and Edmund Effling. It must be cold. Emma's put his woolly hat and scarf on.
So as I was saying earlier, our friends at Reolink have sent us a security camera and solar panel to try out on the boat. A bit different to the 2 cameras that we've got each end of the boat, obviously to look at the bow end and the stern end. This apparently can sit in the middle of the boat and have an uninterrupted 180 degree view. So we should be able to have the security coverage with just 1 camera. So we're going to give it a try and give our review on it. So let's take a look. This is the solar panel, which we're going to unbox, the camera and a 64GB SD card. So let's have a look what we've got here. So this is everything unboxed. This is the solar panel and all the fixings in here. I think there's different ways of fixing it, which we're going to have to work out how we're going to fix that to the boat. And the camera, again, with its fixings. This needs charging up. In fact, that looks like 5 out of the film Short Circuit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
5's alive. Isn't it something like that? Okay, not a good impression, but you get the idea. So anyway, I'm going to charge that up, download the app, and then work out how it all fixes to the boat and how we're going to fix it, actually. Might fix it to a pole, might be better, mightn't it? Because it's taking it down for the low bridges. But we'll have a look. The Argus 4 Pro is advertised as having 2 lenses, which gives you a 4K UHD 180 degree blind spot free panoramic view. It also is reported to have colour vision at night, 30% more battery life, and dual band Wi-Fi 6, which is the latest Wi-Fi. We also have the Reolink solar panel, which we can attach to the camera, which should negate having to charge the camera at all, which is really handy on a narrowboat. Once we first charged the camera and downloaded the app, we proceeded to set the camera up with the app, which was quite simple, a fairly straightforward process. We had to scan the barcode, set up the Wi-Fi and add the camera to the app. The menu options allowed you to set the motion settings, and you could set the motion settings for people, vehicles or animals, and also the sensitivity for each one separately. You can also identify which areas of the view that you would like to detect motion and alert you and also record. To test the camera, we set it up in our stern looking directly at the pram cover entrance at the rear, and cancelled out the side panel motion movement so we would not be alerted or any recordings of anybody passing the boat. We also toggled the optional 3 spotlights to be illuminated when recording of any motion detected. This is the view without the spotlights. It was very dark to the naked eye, but you can still see that the camera is picking up the ambient light and giving a reasonable view at night. We then fixed the camera and solar panel to a piece of hardwood with 4 magnetic feet on the bottom so it could be moved around, and we placed it on the centre of the boat. And this is the same view at night. So again, we thought we'd test the camera with movement. And this detected Cindy walking past the boat taking Toffee for a walk. You can then download the footage if you want to keep it, or pass it on to the police or authorities, for example. We then placed it on the front of the boat, just to see what it would be like while we were cruising, for live footage that we could possibly use in our vlogs. This camera has many other features that we haven't mentioned, including 2-way audio. Take a look on their website. We have put a link in our description to the official Reolink website, where they have Black Friday deals on this camera and others in their range until the 3rd of December this year. And if you choose to purchase this product after then, you can quote Couple on the Cut 5 at checkout for 5% off.
Check out the links in the description or scan the QR code on screen. Unlike the road network in the UK, boaters pass each other on the right-hand side and not the left.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. You enjoy your day now.
You too. What's this? Is lock more after the next lock for shops, or shops here?
That building there.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I can see the advert now.
Maybe get some water then in there. Got a water point here, haven't we?
If we have to stop for anything and we're near a water point, we usually fill up with water to prolong the filter life of our Freedom filter system.
Wait till you pick the shop, then we'll have to do like in there. She's very nervous.
Looks like Toffee made a friend while I was at the shops. We have arrived at Penkridge. A couple on the boat in front of this one offered us their spot as they were leaving, which meant we didn't have to moor on a bend.
Can you see round the corner? Is it one after that boat?
No.
What do you mean?
Oh no,
Mooring?
there is another. Oh, there is another boat after this one. Couldn't see it first of all.
Then, just as we were mooring up at Penkridge, we had a lovely surprise. This is David and Gail from Narrowboat Meander. And what did you say, Dave? Meander, right?
Meander.
Meander. Two of our subscribers that we've just bumped into. How lovely.
Crew.
This is Crew. And this
This one is Ruby.
And that's Ruby. There we go.
There you go.
Well, it looks like we'll be chasing you up the shoppy then, doesn't it? But we'll see you win, shall we?
We're not going to go too fast. We're not going to go too fast.
Lovely to meet you both.
Nice to meet you. Keep up the vlogs and speak to you later.
Thank you. Take care. We really hope you've enjoyed this video. If this is the case, we'd really appreciate it if you could click the like button the subscribe button as it's totally free to do, and the bell icon to be notified of future videos. Oh, and not forgetting the new hype button. It would really help our channel. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on board with us today. Thank you for watching, please take care, and we hope to see you next time. Bye bye for now.